Gentlemen, you will shine in your 30s. I was having coffee earlier with a friend of mine and we were reflecting on our early 20s. We were talking about the heartbreak that we went through and how we felt it was the end of the world. We were reflecting on how stupid we were with money, just spending it whenever it came in. We were reflecting on how stressed we were about our future and not being able to figure things out, and people that were doing better than us at the time, and so many different things. And this sparked an idea for this video. And I'm gonna sort of freestyle based off of my personal experience, because I remember 21-year-old Ali was just stressed, man. I was stressed about my future. I thought I wasn't gonna figure it out in time. There were people my age that knew what they wanted to do at university, and they seemed to just have everything figured out. And I was that idiot. I didn't go uni. And a part of me was thinking, shit, maybe I should have gone, And, I had so many doubts in my mind. I was questioning myself every single day. And if I could go back in time, I would just give the old me a good old hug. You'll figure it out, son. Don't you worry. Your 30s are going to be the best years of your life. It doesn't mean your 20s won't be. However, in your 20s as a guy, you're figuring shit out. Most of us don't know what we want to do for the rest of our lives in our 20s. Now, as you near the end of your 20s, yeah, you start getting an idea. But if you're 21, 22, 23, the likelihood of you knowing exactly what you want to do is very low. So we're all in the same boat, fellas. Even those of you that have gone to university or college, as you guys call it in the US, some of you are going to change career paths midway in your 20s. You're going to think, you know what, fuck this finance shit, I want to do this instead. Or fuck medicine, I want to do this. It's a period of trial and error. You should go out there and fail as much as possible in your 20s. Because eventually what will happen is you'll stumble upon your purpose. Now, if you just sit on your ass, jacking off all day, your purpose ain't going to come to you. You have to go out there, try a lot of shit, and in doing a lot of shit, you will figure out, you know what? This thing that I've been doing for the last 6 months, I could see myself doing this for a long fucking time. It doesn't mean you'll do it forever. But you know what? I fucking enjoy this shit. It's making me money. I look forward to waking up every single day and doing this, and you'll start figuring things out. A lot of us guys in our early 20s, we get into a relationship with a girl and we think, you know what? I'm gonna marry her. In most cases, don't get me wrong, some guys in their early 20s end up marrying this girl. But for most of us, because we're broke and we're confused, and the girl ends up leaving. And you know what? It is what it is. I'm not going to be hating on women on this channel. A lot of them are going to look for a guy who's already accomplished, who already is where they want to be, essentially. When I say where they want to be, as in they want a guy with a certain lifestyle. And so if you're 23 and broke, or things aren't going your way, and she's going to start thinking, well, I could find me a guy in his 30s. And that's the thing, guys. When you hit your 30s, 31, 32, 33, you're going to start getting your shit in order. You're going to have more money in your pockets than you ever did in your 20s if you're doing it properly. Now, if you're jacking off all day and not going to the gym, then you're not going to be successful in your 30s. But you know what? If you start working hard right now in your early 20s, and you're disciplined, and you network with the right people, when your 30s come, you're going to be fucking in a great position, man. And just remember, guys, we get better with age. You get more wiser. You have more connections. Your body looks different when you're a 35-year-old than when you're a 21-year-old. Look at a picture of Ronaldo at 21 versus Ronaldo at 35. They almost don't look like the same person. You develop that man body. When you're 21, 22, you're still a kid. Guys, we develop differently to women. Women develop very early on. They go through puberty way before men do. That's why when you look at a 22-year-old dude and a 22-year-old girl, the 22-year-old dude looks 16 still. Yeah, there's guys that have beards and they're 6'8" and they're 22, great. Those guys are the exceptions. But most men at 22, mate, when I was 22, I looked fucking 17. Before this majestic hair came, mashallah, and this beard, mate, I looked like a 16-year-old. Okay, so we develop, we get better with age. Stop stressing. You know, guys, I get messages from guys all the time in their 20s. Man, I'm not where I want to be. And they're 21, 22. I'm like, mate, you're exactly where you should be. You're just starting off. In fact, it's probably bad for you if you got everything you wanted right now. You just fucking spend all the money, you wouldn't be disciplined with it, you wouldn't appreciate it. But if you worked your ass off, you built a business at 27, by the time you're 32, this business is making you 100 grand a month, you're going to appreciate every dollar you make. You're going to remember the sacrifices, the late nights, early mornings. But if you were 21 right now and you got everything you desired just like that, you wouldn't fucking appreciate it, man, I guarantee you. And also when you're 30, 31, 32, maybe you've gone through 2 or 3 relationships, you're going to know exactly what you want in a woman. You know, I advise against guys going out there and trying to get into a serious relationship in their early 20s. Now look, in some cases it can work, okay? But in most cases, it's going to create a lot of stress. If you're not where you want to be and you're 21, 22, and you're going to go through a lot of periods where you're broke, you know, you lack direction, and some women are going to be okay with that. They will endure that period of your life. But the majority of them, and like I said, I don't blame them. The majority of them are going to be like, I could go for a guy 7 years older than me who's got his shit together. Do I really want to stay with this guy? You know, women are just like that, opportunistic. Okay? Can't be mad at them for that. They're just doing what's in their best interest. Now, when you're 30, 31, those same women that were leaving the 22-year-olds are going to start looking at you. They're going to be like, oh, this guy is, you know, he's 31, he's got his shit in order. I want to go and see what this guy's saying. Okay, so you get wiser and, you know, you start figuring out, okay, I want this from a woman. This is what I expect. You have higher standards. When you're 21, 22, you're desperate, you're needy, you're in scarcity because, oh wow, she's beautiful. You know, you start to do those pleasing activities. When I say pleasing activities, I mean you start juggling shit like a fucking clown to impress her because deep down inside you don't believe you have shit to offer. When you actually do. Remember what I said in my last video, guys? You know, as a man, you offer more than just finances. You're more than just a fucking wallet, mate. You're funny, you're charismatic. But if women want to take you seriously long term, finances, unfortunately so, guys, are something that they're gonna take a close look at. Is he gonna be able to provide for me and my kids potentially in the future? Okay, can't get mad at them for it. That's just the way it is. Just accept it. But your 30s are going to be magnificent, guys. And I want you to wake up every single day and expect wonderful things to happen to you. You know what, man? It doesn't mean do shit in your 20s and then your 30s are just going to be great. No, you got to be working your ass off right now. But I want you to expect amazing things to happen. You know what, man? I'm going to bust my ass. And look, if it happens at 27, wonderful. I'm happy for you. Okay? But in reality, most men in their 20s, they don't get the dream life that they're after. They're still in that construction phase. In your 30s, you start to reap the rewards. Fucking hell, man. I've been working out for 10 years. If you started working out at 20, by the time you're 30, man, you're going to look so much better. You're going to look so different. You're going to have that man body. Your finances are going to be in so much better shape than when you were 20. So listen, man, keep showing up. Focus on the process. Don't worry so much about, oh, how comes I'm not making as much? You're 20. Go out there and actually create enough value to the marketplace to where you can demand that compensation that you're after. If you've done absolutely fuck all, then you can't be expecting to make $100,000 or $1 million a year. So go out there, focus on creating value, and the money will come. I promise you, we live in the greatest era ever to make money. Because of social media, I mean, the internet, it's just magnificent, beautiful. Okay, so don't panic, don't think, oh my god, I'm not where I want to be at 20, you'll get there. And believe me, your 30s are going to be absolutely magnificent. You will reap the rewards. You will hit your prime in your 30s. You will have so many options available to you in terms of business ventures, in terms of women. You know, so many things are going to gravitate towards you. Keep working your ass off. Keep improving. And just remember, amazing things are on the way. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below, fellas, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.